we got a call from Kathy, who recently inherited 4 houses. She needs to pull out some cash as soon as possible, and she doesn't want to sell any of her properties. The problem is she doesn't work, and the banks say that because she doesn't show any income, she also doesn't qualify for a traditional home loan, even though she owns 4 properties with over $4 million in equity. So today we're going to break down her scenario, and we're going to see if she could qualify for a $1 million cash out refinance to get her the cash out she needs. Let's see if we could help. Hey, how you doing? Al Rivera here, and welcome to another episode of Al the Loan Guy. In today's episode, we're going to see if we could help Kathy do a cash out refinance and pull out $1 million in cash from the equity in her properties, even though she doesn't work and has little to no reserves saved up. Today, we're going to break down her scenario, we're going to go over her challenges, and we're going to see if we could help her qualify to pull out the $1 million in cash out that she really needs. So when we got the call from Kathy, first we wanted to break this down and see what she was working with. Now she currently has a 700 credit score, and she inherited 4 homes that have about $4 million in available equity. The problem is, she only has a few $1,000s in her bank, and she doesn't work. The question is, how could we help her pull out the $1 million she needs to cover the emergency expenses she has and to live her life? So how would we solve this? How could we help her refinance and help her pull out the $1 million in cash out she needs? The good news is, we have a loan program designed for customers just like her, where we don't have to verify her income or verify her employment. Now, the minimum credit score requirement for this program is only 640, which she has that. She owns 4 houses with about $4 million in equity. And because her credit score is above 700, we'll only need 9 months of reserves. So when we put this scenario together, she had a 700 credit score and we only needed a 640. She occupies one of the 4 properties, and because it's a primary residence, she's able to pull out up to 75% of her equity, which would give her $750,000. This cash out gave her most of the cash she needed and solved her reserve problem by getting her enough reserves in the bank. Then, we refinanced one of the other 4 houses at the same time to get her the other $250,000 for a grand total of $1 million in cash out. So was she able to pull out $1 million in cash out from her properties even though she had no job and no reserves in the bank? Yes. And here's the best part. She was able to get the money she needed fast enough to cover her emergency expenses, and with the $1 million in the bank, she has enough money now to afford the lifestyle she wants, even though banks told her it wasn't possible. So if you or someone you know needs to pull out cash from the equity in their property, and they're having trouble verifying their income, verifying their employment, or maybe they just want a second opinion, we could help. Call or text me with your scenario, and let's get you qualified today. I'm Al the Loan Guy. You have a great day.